on the Las Vegas Strip. As you're aware, our officers, as well as our partners with multiple agencies, have responded to reports of an active shooter situation at the Mandalay Bay. I can tell you at this time, we do have a suspect down. Our officers can confirm that for you. But I understand the people of Las Vegas want to help. I see a lot of people out here that are coming down wanting to help. Please, steer clear of the area. We have all the resources from Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department as well as our partner agencies coming down to bear on this situation. So please, stay away from the area. We have had reports of people coming down trying to help. We got that, so we're good right now. But we have numerous victims right now. I don't have a number for you on that, but please keep their families and them in your thoughts as we work our way through this problem. Once I have more information to come back, I will come back and give you that information at this time. But as of now, what I can confirm is we do have one suspect down, and we want people to steer clear of the area. Thank you.
Are there other suspects?
Looking for anybody else?
So you heard it right there from Sergeant Jeff Clark, one suspect
What's up,
down,
fam?
and
What up?
there are numerous
How's everybody doing?
injuries. Not confirming how many,
What's
not
up?
confirming if there
How's
are any
everybody
other
doing?
suspects, but just telling us right now there's one suspect down and
How's everybody doing
numerous
tonight or this
injuries
morning?
in this incident. He also said that people should stay away from this area. You heard Sergeant Clark saying there are people who are coming down to this area wanting to help. That's not something you
Right
should
there,
do.
you guys
should
are
stay
watching
away
this
from the Las
live.
Vegas
This is
Strip,
live
stay
right
away from
now.
Las Vegas Boulevard,
This is live
and
right
let Metro
now.
Police
There's an
do
active
their
shooter.
job, guys.
All right, Eric
There's
Hill
been an
reporting
active
live for us.
shooter
Thank you very
going
much
around.
for that update from Sergeant Jeff Clark. We still don't know.
I'm doing good, just here chilling.
New information there that Eric
Just
just
going
told us
live with
about.
this
But,
active shooter
because
going
there's
on
still
in Las
such an
Vegas,
active
Nevada.
presence right now, there may be more suspects out there. We just don't know at this time.
And it's going to take hours for them to be able to clear that. I mean, when you think of the size of Mandalay Bay,
Mad love to
the
you,
other
Hollywood
properties around there,
Solo.
Luxor,
Mad love to you too
Excalibur,
as well,
New York,
Hollywood
New York,
Solo.
MGM.
It's in Las
Tropicana,
Vegas, Nevada.
they
This
have
is
to make
in Las
sure that
Vegas,
this place,
Nevada.
the shooters or the suspects are cleared and have been detained, and that's going to take a long time. And so I imagine many of the people in those properties and even those in the nightclubs are going to be in a lockdown situation.
Of course, most definitely.
Yeah, we heard police there stressing to people to avoid the area down on the Las Vegas Strip. Even, people who want to go down there and try to help the situation, they're saying, we need the area to be cleared. We need you to stay out of the way. So please just avoid that area down by the Mandalay Bay and the Las Vegas Strip. And, the roads are closed around the area, and also McCarran Airport air traffic is being affected. They have paused flights in and out of Las Vegas because of this situation that is still unfolding near the Mandalay Bay.
You can see right now in this live view of Las Vegas Boulevard, there are still paramedics, there are still police, multiple police cars. So it's not only Las Vegas Metro Police. We also have Henderson Police. We have North Las Vegas Police, the SWAT team, our tactical units. It's all hands on deck right now on the Las Vegas Strip, responding to this extreme emergency.
Hell yeah, it is.
And
Hell
as we
yeah.
take a live look right now,
This is crazy. And this is live too.
Through that line
This is
of
live.
Metro Police vehicles. So still, we learned some things through the short update from police. Sergeant Jeff Clark just didn't have a lot of information for us. This is still an active situation. This is still something. All units are dedicated to this, and they are responding in full force. So
Yeah, this shit's crazy as fuck,
we
for
do
real.
have University Medical Center. The spokesperson confirmed, like we told you.
Right,
earlier,
exactly.
2 people have died. Again, this is one hospital in our area, University Medical Center,
This is
our trauma
crazy.
center. 2 people have died, several others
For real.
injured. And we are hearing reports. We heard from a witness. We talked to Amber, who said her father was at Sunrise Medical Center, and Sunrise was taking in so many people through the ER.
This shit's crazy as fuck.
She
Seriously.
believed were related to this incident as well. So we still don't know the scope of the injuries in this situation. So let's continue our
Right,
coverage
exactly,
right now with
Hollywood
Fox 5's
Solo,
Kathleen
exactly.
Jacob. I know Kathleen
Exactly.
is out there speaking with more people with knowledge about this situation. Kathleen.
What's your name?
Yeah, Christine, I'm with Monica and Stacy. They actually both work in Mandalay Bay and were in there when everything happened. They were describing a little bit about what happened. You were inside working at a table, correct?
Correct.
And tell me a little bit, what did you see? What did you hear?
Well, when I first noticed it, there was police.
Right, exactly.
Running all toward the front of the casino.
Exactly.
And then
Me
after
too.
a little bit,
I totally agree.
All of the people, customers, and were running toward the back of the casino, toward the garage.
What was going through your head at that point?
Well, I said something is going on, something big, and then you saw SWAT coming running through with shotguns and all kinds of stuff, and they told us bring the lids up. And they went around, locked up
I bet it did. I bet it did,
Get out. Everybody go to the shark reef.
Now, talk a little bit about, you said that, and you were saying this to me too, you noticed the officers running in with rifles. What did they see?
Hollywood Solo.
They were just running. They were running with the rifles up in the air and just running.
Oh, man, that was funny.
Went towards the lobby area. You see customers, people just running. The opposite direction, heading towards us, and that's when our managers told us, close the game, and so we had to close the game, and just we gave everybody their money and shut the game down, and we all left,
The people that were running, the officers and the people running out, what were people screaming?
She's crazy.
Shots fired. There's, this and that. But it was total chaos. People were just confused, they didn't know where to go, and then finally they all said towards the shark reef, and then they said, no, you got to go farther, and then now we're over here near Sunset.
What was it like when you got outside and you're heading this way? I mean, did you see a lot of
getting pushed back, further back?
Everybody was scared. Everybody's scared.
Right, exactly.
I was scared. Everybody's scared. I hope it's nothing serious, but it is serious, so we just...
And do you guys know any people that are in there, still stuck in there, taking cover?
No.
As much as I know, and I've talked to some of the other employees, that every area got vacated.
Yeah, this shit is crazy as fuck, for real.
I was concerned of people being hurt, and they're in our prayers, and I hope it not... I hope everything works out, that's all.
Well, thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. And again, those were two people that worked inside Mandalay Bay and had to close up the tables that they were out and get out as fast as possible. They described seeing officers run in with rifles, yelling, clearly a very chaotic situation, they said, and now they're happy to be back to safety. And we've heard from a lot of people with similar stories and people that have been in other situations that they've been calling in, telling us about what they've seen and heard, sending us videos. So, of course, I know that we're going to hear more and more of that as the night goes on. And now I'll send it back to you guys.
All right. Thank you very much for your update. And you can see right now in the live down Las Vegas Boulevard, there's the welcome to Las Vegas sign right there in the center of your screen, and you can see the heavy police presence. This is still an active investigation, an active incident, and this is not only Las Vegas Metro Police, this is Henderson Police, North Las Vegas Police, our tactical units in our city, all hands on deck responding to this emergency situation outside Mandalay Bay. 12:13 a.m. Monday morning. Right now, if you're just joining us, an active shooter situation outside Mandalay Bay. It was Route 91
Holy shit,
Country
Spaz.
Music Festival tonight.
Damn.
Big and Rich took the
That can't be
stage,
good,
and
man.
then Jason
For
Aldean.
real.
If you're a
Holy
country
shit.
music fan, you know those are big names in the country music world, and there was a large crowd
Of
on
course.
hand this Sunday night
Of course,
to have a
Hollywood
good time,
Solo.
to enjoy themselves
You're awesome.
when
For
shots
real.
rang out. We do have confirmed from University Medical Center just this one hospital, University Medical Center, 2 people dead there, 12 people in critical condition, 12 others injured. The latest update from Las Vegas Metro Police.
26 people were admitted to UMC, and again, we also have Metro confirming that the shooter or a suspect was down at Mandalay Bay. We got that from Metro a short time ago in a press conference, a press briefing.
There's been an active shooter in Las Vegas, Nevada, Bobby Mason.
There's absolutely no
There's been an active shooter
on the police in an area stretching basically from about Sunset all the way over to Tropicana, but more so toward Russell to Tropicana. That is absolutely locked down, so you do not want to go to that area. And police are also asking you to stay away from that scene.
Right,
they do
Solo?
not need any
Hollywood
civilian
Solo?
help. They have plenty of officers on the scene to handle this situation at this point in time. Again, this all started just around 10 o'clock this evening during the concert that was going on right across from Mandalay Bay.
And we're joined now by James Cameron. And James, you're joining us, and tell us, you're an expert in this field.
Correct.
And just give our viewers a rundown of what you do and how you analyze these
So myself, I've been involved as a first responder to over 5 mass casualty situations, active shooter, explosives, things like that. Not in a military capacity as a civilian. So right now, what they're seeing is mass chaos, trying to get the counts right, trying to get people organized, trying to get the separation out between the walking.
Right, Spaz, right, exactly.
And space that out, along with trying to get
right, exactly, Hollywood Solo,
I don't know
exactly.
If you've seen this video or heard it,
exactly.
Or hear that video, the rapid gunfire, that tells us it is an automatic weapon.
I would say yes, it would be some sort of I hate to use the term assault rifle, but yeah, some sort of assault rifle, but it's also not clear if those are also the returning shots fired by the police officer. So it's from that video and that audio, it's very difficult to tell if it's incoming rounds or an exchange between incoming and outgoing rounds. So without real clarification, it's kind of hard to say. But
right, exactly, NG, JG, exactly.
Bullets fly where bullets fly. So.
Hollywood Solo.
Absolutely. You combine that with
that was funny.
The environment of a concert, you would expect to hear fireworks of some sort. So you've got he or she had that moment where it was a target-rich environment, easy to take out people.
That was funny.
From an elevated position. I was a U.S. Army sniper, so I understand elevated position versus being on the ground. It's an advantage.
Right, exactly. So, Hollywood Solo, exactly. I agree. I totally agree.
Take that much longer.
Right, NZJG, right.
Potentially. That's a long time for Metro and SWAT, first responders, to get up to that. First, isolate what floor that they're on, and then to actually get up there.
Oh yeah, of course.
So that's a lot of time.
And we also learned and gleaned a lot from our very first and latest update from Las Vegas Metro Police. It was very short. They told us 1 suspect was down, several injured, but didn't have much else to say and went back to the scene. Now, what we can glean from that is this still is an active situation.
Hell yeah, it is. I totally agree with you, Hollywood Solo. Exactly.
For several hours. What you hear now, same thing with how many it was initially 1, then potentially 3. So until the whole thing is calm,
no, it was his mic.
Settled, gotcha. You're not going to know how many were involved, how many were wounded, how many unfortunately lost their lives. That dust is not going to settle for. It started at 10. I would say a good couple hours still. By the time all the separate commands, you've got Metro on scene. I'm sure you have FBI on scene. You've got DHS on scene. All these different collaborating parties, all for the good, but they still have to make sure the scene is clear.
Right.
And it doesn't seem like at this point they're ready to call it that.
You too as well. Why are you tripping? Same with you too as well. You stay up. Much love to you, and thank you for stopping by. Thank you. Much love to you too as well, and thank you for stopping by. Thank you.
Take a look at this shot right now. Interstate 15 at Charleston. You can see all traffic.
Much love to you too as well. Why are you tripping? Same to you too.
Right now, so this is having ramifications as far as traffic
Hollywood Solo, right?
Not only on the Las Vegas Strip, but into our interstate system as well. And James, if you could just tell us, one of the beauties of the Las Vegas Strip for our travelers is everything is close by, and there are so many places, and that's one of the things that draws people in. All of the hotels and casinos side by side. In a situation like this, how difficult is it for first responders when there are so many streets and hotels and buildings?
Extremely difficult. in a regular type of
Right,
environment when something
exactly,
like this was
Spaz.
to occur,
Exactly.
say outside of Vegas or in a military
Right.
capacity, you wouldn't call the scene clear until you cleared every single building.
Right,
And that's every single
exactly.
floor, every single room, every single broom closet. Just making sure that kitchens are clear, everything is clear. What extent they'll do here, I'm not sure. Obviously, it's very difficult to do.
Slavridge.
But from
Right,
the reports
exactly.
and from what I was monitoring,
Whoop
the
whoop.
incident was at Mandalay Bay.
Motherfucking clown around. Whoop whoop.
And then there was
Much clown
also
love.
a third report that came over the scanner that had a potential person of interest down at Circus Circus. That's all the way at the end of the strip. So what's in between that, and how far does Metro take to and working with there's great security directors and security teams within the hotels themselves. So I'm sure they're assisting, clearing out nightclubs, clearing out floors, validating. I mean, they're going to have to probably check every single person's room key to make sure that those people belong in that hotel. So that's going to take some time, but that's going to be a collaboration with the hotel staff as well.
And we're hearing about hotels on lockdown as well, Luxor on lockdown.
Right, probably, Spaz, probably, most likely.
The challenge
Probably.
is for the tactical police officers to find this individual again in a hotel like Mandalay Bay. I mean, that just must be
daunting.
Yeah.
Unless, we don't want to speculate, of course, but unless that guy or gal wants to go out in a blaze of glory, makes it easy versus just somebody that decides to blend in with the regular guests and hotel staff.
Now you have obviously
All right,
people
motherfucking clown around. Much clown love. You take care and thank you for stopping by. Thank you. Much clown love to you, fam. And thanks for coming by. Much love to you.
They did it at a fairly quick response.
Well, they were still, again, from the scanner that I was listening to 30 minutes ago, they were still breaching rooms.
Yeah.
So, again, it's not clear until somebody's gone in and verifies that, it's clear. They're not going to take anything for granted and say, oh, we're just going to assume that room's clear because we don't want to assume anything in this kind of situation. Again, reporting from 1 to 3, maybe it's 2, who knows, but they're not going to stop until they can validate that everything's clear.
All right, James Cameron, what would your title be?
I'm the owner and founder of Security Concepts Group here in Las Vegas.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you have extensive experience in...
Yeah, I actually teach, I teach 2 modules of active shooter. I teach a module
Shit's
for
crazy. For
management,
real.
letting them know that they hate me because I come in, I never answer questions for them, I pose questions. In a situation like this, crisis management plans are critical. If they don't have them, right now is not the time to start making them up. And crisis management plan is obviously pretty in-depth. All the way down to the second module, teaching everybody from janitors up through staff what to do. We all say run, hide, fight, but that's not good enough. You have to explain to your staff, and as an individual, you have to understand, what does that mean?
Right, exactly, Spaz, exactly.
I know where I'm going.
Exactly.
I'm only going to hide if I know the difference between cover and concealment. Hiding under this desk may not do me any good, but hiding behind a wall, that's a better option. And then fight. What do we do to fight? How can we fight? I would say the one option that I teach in my course is the medical training, because I do have a military background. I understand how critical medical is. Unfortunately, the people on the ground and some of the people that are
exactly, Spaz, exactly.
That
I totally agree.
If it's not a head wound, an individual can pass away within 2 to 4 minutes from bleeding to death. So if you're not on top of that person trying to apply pressure, put a tourniquet on,
I have no clue, Slavridge. I don't know.
I teach that aspect as well.
I bet you there's like a shitload of people in the casinos and shit.
Potentially, and/or anybody that's around me.
We're going to keep you here in our Fox 5 studio. We're
going to
continue
exactly,
our live team coverage right now. Let's send it out to Fox 5's Adam Hurwitz. Adam, tell us where you are.
Yeah, John, Christine, we're actually right next to where the Raiders Stadium is going to be on Hacienda and Polaris. We're to the west of the strip. My photographer is on top of our live truck. He has a great vantage point from there. We're directly across from Mandalay Bay. What we've seen from here is, of course, very few cars on the 15. Nobody driving up and down.
Something like that, DNA. Something like that, yeah. It's been an active shooter been going on.
I've seen one helicopter, just the one, circling around that sky beam, and basically
there's been an active shooter.
From that vantage point, from directly
I think so. I'm not too sure. There might be multiple shooters. I don't know if there's one or multiple.
She's a
so I'm not quite too sure.
He got the call from her, and he immediately rushed down here to see if there was anything he could do. If he could get in, if he could get her out. Right now, of course,
I'm not too sure.
Just like most of us, but he says
right,
the phone
exactly.
call he just received from his wife is that she is inside a freezer room. She is sheltering in place. She's with her coworkers. She's inside that freezer room with the police, with her coworkers, because they told her that is the safest place for her to be, inside Mandalay Bay, in the freezer room. Now, the freezer isn't actually on. She's not going to freeze to death in there.
Yeah, this shit's crazy.
You have to imagine talking to this husband. He's pretty freaked out because he immediately got in his car, came down here, wanted to see if there was anything he could do, and at the very least, he wanted to be able to at least keep that communication line, keep that communication going with his wife. And, you know, it's his wife. He wants to know everything that's going on because that's the number one thing with everyone. If you have a loved one on the Strip, and I know a lot of us, even here at Fox 5, have loved ones on the Strip right now, we're worried about their safety. Well, she can't really communicate back because she's running low on minutes. This is just one of the things, one of the many challenges that we're dealing with.
Right, Spaz, right.
About all of the people out there on the Strip. We just heard from that expert how hard it's going to be
to
be able to look up and down this entire area with so many rooms, so many areas, so many places to hide, to clear that area. But this is what we're looking at right now. We've been talking to people here in Hacienda and Polaris, right here on the western side of the Strip. Guys, we'll throw it back to you in the studio.
All right, Adam, thank you. And we have several crews on the scene right now. We're going to send it over to Fox 5's Abby Tetros. Abby, what are you learning now?
All right.
Guys, well, we are on the north side of the Mandalay Bay where we believe the shooter was firing his rounds, or his or her rounds.
Right, exactly, DNA.
Some of those
exactly.
rounds went to the music festival 91. Well, we have two people here who came from Montana for that concert. Julia and Sam.
Thank
Owen,
you, Deborah,
and
Deborah Daly, Family Life. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Much appreciated. Thank you. Thank you for the support and love. Much appreciated.
And can you talk to me about what did you guys hear? What did you see?
Well, we left there and after Big and Rich and went to the Luxor, had dinner, came over here to the Mandalay Bay where we were staying, and then we were in the shopping center and the people were running up the escalator and saying, shooter, shooter, so we went into the
that is crazy.
And we were
that is crazy, Matt.
Dressing
R.
room
Hood.
and hiding
That's
we were
crazy.
afraid that there was somebody there.
For real.
And how would you describe the situation?
It was crazy. When we were in the store, we went into the dressing room, held the door shut, and the operators of the store shut the metal door.
Shit's crazy.
And after 15 minutes or so inside the dressing room, we came out, and then it was just.
And then they told us to come out here outside,
we came out
and
the back of the entrance, the back part of the store, and down into the parking lot. Yeah.
And I mean, you guys.
Right, exactly, DNA, exactly.
Hearing that something like this happen when you're here.
Hey sis, Melanie, what's up?
Pretty terrified.
Hell yeah, it is, Deborah.
This happened here while we were here even, and yeah.
Yeah, this shit's crazy. It's been an active shooter, the Rainbow, for real.
Montana, and we just, it just doesn't happen.
And hearing not only the same hotel, but
it's
the concert.
Been an active shooter and shit in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Every year that they've had it.
And this was the first time we actually left.
Right, exactly, Matt. Exactly.
We happened to leave right after Big and Rich, and I think it happened shortly thereafter.
What does that say to you?
I don't.
You getting a little emotional?
Oh yeah, I was super terrified. I'm so thankful that we weren't there. Very sorry for the people that were there.
Shit's crazy.
Yeah, I'm glad we didn't stay there.
Okay. Glad we're safe.
Me too. I'm glad you guys are safe too. Anything else that you'd like to share with us?
No.
Not really.
I don't know.
Okay, thank you so much, guys. I appreciate your time and opening up to us. This was Julia and Sam from Montana. They came here for the concert, and by chance, they said they've been going here for 4 years, and by chance, this is the first time that they left early after Big Red, she said. Big and Rich, excuse me. And so they're feeling incredibly grateful right now, but also worried about the hundreds of people who were there when this happened. So that's what we heard from them. We're going to stay here and hopefully get some more information from more guests, because it did look like we saw a group of people leaving from that general area across the street. So I wonder if they're letting some people leave. We have not been able to confirm that. So we'll be staying here, hopefully getting more information for you guys.
Thank you, Abby.
And we did, you mentioned Big and Rich. Big and Rich took the stage earlier tonight, and I also reached out to a friend with Big and Rich Camp. They sent me this message. All okay in Big and Rich Camp, completely saddened by the news and praying for the safety of everyone. We cleared the area a couple hours ago. Scary news. Thanks for asking about us. So one of the headliners tonight, Jason Aldean, took the stage. And Jason
I think so. I think there's multiple shooters. I'm not too sure. I don't know if there's one or multiple shooters. I'm not quite too sure. The Rainbow. There could be multiple shooters, or it could be just one. I don't know.
We just saw a CSI
truck
pass by, head towards
Thank you, Deborah. Thank you. Much appreciated. Thank you.
The boulevard towards the area, and is where you can see all of those flashing lights. Now, closer here to me on this corner, there's a lot of people just kind of standing by. A lot of questions, a lot of emotional people coming over here.
Wow,
of course,
that's just crazy, Rainbow. For real.
Inside the concerts, or inside the hotels, having to run away, hearing those shots. A lot of people just talking
Maybe,
about,
who knows,
how
DNA.
They're reaching out to their
Who
families. They're
knows?
trying to make sure that everybody understands that they are okay. I did speak to a witness who was inside the concert at the time when she said that they heard gunshots. They just immediately jumped to the ground and told me it was a very calm situation.
Prayers to you too as well, Rainbow.
Sure that they were able to get
Rainbow.
out alive.
Much prayers to you too as well.
A lot of the people, again, hotel guests. A lot of these people are tourists.
Much prayers to you too as well.
They're staying in the hotels on the strip. They can't get back to the strip. A lot of the people are asking police what to do, where to go. Their cell phones are dying. But all of that stuff is still it's small in comparison to the fact that they were able to run away and make it out of the shooting alive, and that of course is the most important thing for the people that I've been speaking to out here. I'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right, Shernay, thank you. We just got an update from Las Vegas Metro Police. They just said at this time we do not believe there are any more shooters. More information to come shortly from our Sheriff Joe Lombardo.
This is so sad though. This is just sad. How a lot of people got hurt and shit. So sad.
Let's hear from a witness we spoke with a few minutes ago.
Started shooting. We were standing up, giving her to the music. All of a sudden, we heard pop, 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 pop. Right, but we were right center stage. And to the left.
That is just crazy, Rainbow. For real.
That's something we've heard over
that is just crazy.
And over again. And you even mentioned sometimes that's people's initial response is it sounds like firecrackers, especially at a concert or a country music.
This is Melanie.
You think maybe there's some pyrotechnic feature. And when does that when does that switch for most people? When you think, oh, this may be a part of the show?
I think when the witnesses that were there started seeing people becoming injured, that's the key indicator. And I think from hearing other eyewitnesses, they said it sounded like firecrackers until I saw, the person standing next to me become wounded or somebody get shot, things like that. At a concert, very normal. When it comes to
it's just sad, like for real. So many people got hurt and shit.
But in this scenario, it's something that's not out of the ordinary.
Metro's traffic bureau.
You don't gotta tell everybody. This is Melanie. Shit. Right, Spaz. Right. It is. It is sad.
That is a long distance.
Yeah.
So even though it looks like
it is sad.
Shooter that they were worried about, obviously it's still a very active scene.
Yeah, absolutely. Just want to avoid that area altogether. We have another witness on the phone joining us. Darian, can you hear us okay?
Yes, I can.
Tell us, what did you see? What did you hear? What did you experience tonight?
This is Melanie.
By the Jason Aldean main I was kind of over on the side, and luckily we had some friends that were on the left side in the big white car.
Thank you, Wisconsin Greg. Wisconsin Greg, thank you. Thank you for showing love and support. Thank you.
And we left the crowd and walked over behind where the
Right, exactly, Rainbow, exactly.
And was talking to a lady.
Exactly.
And I heard this pop, and I looked to my friend Jared. I was like, "What was that?" It sounded almost like a firecracker, like a poppet or something.
Exactly.
And then all of a sudden, I look to my right, and I see people just like rolling out of the white suites and just screaming, and I'm like, "Oh my
Thank
gosh,
you,
what's going on?"
Wisconsin
and then
Greg.
shortly after, I
Thank
hear,
you.
just machine gun, just pop, 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 just like so loud right next to me. So me and my friend, we
Right, exactly, Deborah. Exactly, definitely, most definitely.
And just hiding, and I heard it getting closer and closer, and I was just scared because I was.
Oh shit! Now it's saying one suspect down, 2 dead.
Behind us, and so I looked to my friend. I was like, "We have to hop the fence. Like, we have to get out of here because it's coming closer. You never know, like."
What's up, fam?
So,
The Ringing Brothers. Whoop whoop.
We ran in the street, and there was a dirt lot behind us, and there was cars everywhere, and so we started just running, and we kind of slowed down a little, and then it started up again. And I feel like there's more than one shooter there. I felt like there's a shooter out in that desert lot as well.
Hopefully, yeah. This is like in Vegas and shit. I live about a half an hour away from Vegas, so I'm in the desert area. The Ringing Brothers. So I'm in the desert area. I live about a half an hour away from Las Vegas, Nevada.
And then there's just people rushing everywhere, and we finally made it to our car safely, and just glad that we made it out.
Alright, Spaz. Thank you for coming through and showing love and everything. Thanks for stopping by. Much appreciated. Have a good night, Spaz. Much love to you. Whoop whoop. Much clown love. Good night.
People were running together. I was holding hands with my one friend, making sure that we were.
Right, exactly, Rainbow. Exactly. Right, exactly, Deborah. Right. I think so too. I think so too.
Get out of there, get as far away as you can. So that's mainly what we did.
Wow.
Sorry, I'm trying to keep it steady for you guys. Sorry.
Are you from here?
Just trying to keep this steady for you guys.
I am. I'm a Vegas local, and I've never ever encountered something like this, and it's really scary.
It certainly is. It is for all of us.
Right,
exactly.
video, exactly.
Together. And as a Las Vegas local, Darian, how do you? You know, the Las Vegas Strip is iconic for us who live here. What does it feel like to you to see? You know, we've seen terrible tragedies all over the country. What's it like for you here at home?
It's really frightening, especially being in a big tourist town. I've never really thought that something like this would happen. But being down on the Strip, it's kind of prone, the biggest place to happen where we live in Las Vegas. But just actually standing there and hearing it and having it happen right next to me, it was really scary. And it makes me like second guess maybe going to certain places now and going back down to the Strip, because it's like you never know what can happen.
That's true. I'm so glad, Darian.
Same to you too, the Rainbow. Same to you. And thank you for joining. And thank you for stopping by and showing love. Thank you. Much appreciated.
Is tough emotionally as well.
Much love to you too as well, Rainbow. Much love to you too. And thank you for stopping by and showing love. Much appreciated. Much love to you too as well.
We are hearing too from one of our reporters on the scene, Trinae Amara. She's saying that tourists who don't have a place to go
You're very
right
welcome,
now,
Deborah. You're very welcome. Anytime.
So,
much love to you too as well.
To pass along, I guess we're told that's a place opening up to people who need a spot to go right now during this confusing and somewhat chaotic time. We're continuing our coverage live now with Kathleen Jacob. Kathleen, what is the latest that you're seeing?
Thank you. Much love, MCL. Much clown love. Whoop, whoop.
A lot of witnesses have been pushed
back to, a lot of people have escaped to, really, to get to safety. I'm here with Mike, and you were actually driving right by Mandalay Bay. Tell me a little bit about what happened to you.
I actually was on a lift ride going to pick somebody up from the festival, the country festival. And when I got to right where Mandalay Bay was, all of a sudden I heard this gunfire going off, and it was very loud popping, like semi-automatic type gunfire. So when I looked out my window, I saw the sparks from the gunfire right over my car. And it was coming directly from the Mandalay Bay. And I crouched down, and I thought, this is it, something's going on. And I finally was able to get out of there, and safely, of course, but in the process, watching people running up and down the street, leaving their cars, jumping out of their cars, running down, trying to get in my car. As I was trying to get out of there as myself, it was right above my car, so.
And you were telling me you kind of did a once-over, right?
Yeah, I did. I checked myself to make sure, like I said, if you've been shot in the head, but my body, I checked myself to make sure it was okay, checked my car once I finally got out of there, but I was actually on the phone, on speakerphone with my roommate at the time, and he actually heard all the bullets going off in the background, right next to my car.
And then trying to get out of there, you said people
were this is just too sad.
Trying to jump into
for
your
real.
car, just kind of chaotic, trying to get out as fast as possible.
Oh, it was very chaotic. It was people trying to pull me out of my car, saying, "Let me in your car."
Oh yeah, I'm good, Deborah.
Let me drive with you. Let me drive with you. So,
I'm good. I only live like about a half an hour away from Las Vegas anyway, so I live in a desert area. So yeah. I'm good.
My own vehicle while I was driving, slammed on my brakes. I knew that there was fire. That's why I looked out my window.
Much love to you too as well, Deborah. Much love to you too.
And I mean, you've lived here for 25 years.
I'm doing good. Yeah, I only live about a half an hour away from Vegas, so I'm good. I'm doing good.
That I know of here. How are you feeling knowing that in the city that you've lived and called home for the past 25 years, something like this could happen?
I feel it's getting pretty serious. And
right, exactly, sis Melanie. Exactly.
And I hope and pray
whoop whoop, Wicked Juggalo Joker. Whoop whoop.
This is probably the most catastrophic thing I've seen here in Las Vegas in my 25 years. I used to come here a long time ago, and the second would be the MGM Grand Fire that I saw. When I saw two people jump as a kid, they jumped from the top. So there was a lot. It was crazy. And tonight, I pray and hope that all these people and their families are everybody's safe and everybody's going to be okay. And I pray and God rest the people who did. So.
Well, Mike, thank you so much, and we're glad that you are safe. Now, I did actually talk to a couple other people that are on lockdown, still trapped in places, trying to stay safe. I have a friend who works for David Copperfield. She said that the show was actually going on when all of this started. Now, the whole audience is stuck in the theater, waiting for everything, waiting to get the clear that they can go out. She's actually stuck in the dressing room with all the rest of the workers, just watching the news, really with no other way to find out what is happening right now. And we obviously still have limited information, but thankfully Metro
Hell yeah, there is, Melanie. Hell yeah.
And while it
True
is
that.
that it sounds like Metro thinks
That's
that
true.
there's just that one
I
shooter,
agree.
of course we'll keep you guys updated whenever we learn more, and we'll stay here and keep talking to witnesses about just this chaotic night that they've experienced.
All right, Kathleen Jacob, live on the scene since this situation started early tonight, almost 3 hours ago. Thank you, Kathleen.
We want to reintroduce James Cameron now. And James, you're an active shooter expert joining us here. We appreciate you being here. Now walk us through whenever something like this happens.
Richard, Wildlife.
On the Las Vegas Strip, once injured people need to be transported. During a situation like this, here in Las Vegas, we have one level 1 trauma center, University Medical Center. Is that the priority to transport to our level 1?
Yeah, first with the chaos.
Right, exactly.
First thing that has to be done is triage those individuals out first. So scrapes and wounds don't necessarily need to be sent to UMC because that's going to bog them down.
There's been an active shooter going on, Richard, Wildlife. There's been an active shooter been going on.
Those would take priority, but they have to be assessed right there on the scene, and that takes those professionals, those first responders, and
as you can see,
the first responders run into is that the police, their job isn't to do that. Their job is to neutralize a threat. So if there's wounded on the ground, they're going to walk over them, as sad as it may be, but they're going to do that because their job is to find and neutralize a threat. So it takes the hotel staff, bystanders, to be able to say, okay, this person.
There's been an active shooter been going on.
Possibly femoral. We know they've got a tourniquet on. They need to go immediately. Versus, okay, this person. I think there was some
exactly.
issues. Maybe they have a broken arm because they got stepped on.
Exactly.
Okay, they're not not as high a priority. They're a priority, but not as high, so they get categorized over here, and then you start separating those out, and that's when the paramedics and even I know some of the first responding police were loading critical in their vehicles and driving them directly, but it has to be separated at the scene, or else you're going to flood that trauma 1 with injuries that don't necessarily need to go there. That can go to other.
I don't know. There might be multiple shooters, or it could be one. I don't know. But there's been an active shooter on the strip.
Those officers are going to have a hard enough time trying to save the victims that they have. They don't necessarily have the time to say, okay, that's a broken arm, I don't need to deal with you, push you to the side. They're going to have their nurse practitioners and everybody else doing that as well. But as much that can be done on the scene by the local staff and bystanders, it makes the whole process go a lot faster and potentially saves lives.
But you got a property as big as Mandalay Bay again, and police having to clear all those rooms and then clear the people who are in the casinos and everywhere. This is a daunting task.
Well, that's again where pre-planning comes in. I know the Metro has a great active shooter program. The properties have a lot of great programs as well, but having those areas pre-designated. So the concert area, part of their crisis management plan when they got the
Thank you for stopping by, Deborah. Thank you. Much appreciated. Thank you for the love and stopping by and everything else.
Here's where our triage area is going to be. This is where Metro command centers are going to be. That should have been
much love to you too as well.
Which then makes everything a little bit easier. With that said,
right.
Like to quote Mike Tyson, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the mouth.
You too as well, Deborah. You take care. And have a good one. And thank you for stopping by in my live stream and stuff. Thank you for stopping by. Much love.
It's really bad. The Mandalay Bay, part of Four Seasons, they should have had agreements already so that they know, hey, if something happens, this is where we're going to move. And then now that's the rallying point for all the paramedics to go, and that's where they're going to start shuttling. So part of that freeway closure, I'm sure, is so ambulances have clear right of way to get where they need to go, plus keep onlookers out.
Well, and I know just like police train for active shooter situations here in Las Vegas, our hospitals, they train for mass casualty situations. A couple months ago, I was with them as they were training. They heard from some of the hospitals from the Pulse nightclub shooting in Orlando. They brought them in to help train them. So I know they do have
I'm out of here, you guys. Thank you for stopping by and stuff like that and everything else. Just want to give everybody an update what's been going on in Las Vegas and stuff. So. Yeah, I just want to say thanks for everybody who all stopped by and everything else. So yeah, so I'm gonna go and stuff, so catch everybody a little bit later. Just want to give everybody an update and everything else. So yeah, just want to say thanks for everybody who all stopped by. Much love to everybody. Whoop whoop, and much love everybody. Take care. I'll see everybody a little bit later. Much love to everybody.
I think unfortunately as a society we need to start getting in that mindset of, we could be at a concert, a shopping mall, a school.